Super Smash Bros., a series beloved by many. A series that defined crossovers. A series that has started small and has grown into one of the biggest video game franchises of all time. It's crazy looking back in the series and seeing how it started out so small and has grown from initially having 9 characters to the latest game featuring a whopping 89. Let's check out the first entry in the series to see how it all started and if it has stood the test of time. Super Smash Bros. Was created by famous developer Masahiro Sakurai, who also created Kirby. In 1998, Sakurai became interested in making a fighting game that 4 people can play at the same time, making good use of the 4 controller ports that the Nintendo 64 supported. Initially, Sakurai had no original ideas for characters, so the first prototype consisted of simple, based characters. He showed his prototype that he called Dragon King, the fighting game, to his co-worker and future Nintendo president Satoru Iwata, who jumped on the project to help develop. Sakurai knew that many fighting games didn't sell too well and knew that he had to come up with a way to make his fighting game as original and interesting as possible. His first thought was to include famous Nintendo characters and have them fight each other. Knowing that Nintendo wouldn't give him permission to use their characters, he went ahead and used them anyway. He showed Nintendo his potential new game. This prototype had 4 characters: Mario, Donkey Kong, Samus, and Fox. His game was approved and could now be officially made and developed. All the characters featured in the final game include Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, Link, Fox, Pikachu, Samus, Kirby, Jigglypuff, Captain Falcon, and Ness. 4 other characters were planned but didn't make the cut. These include Marth, King Dedede, Bowser, and Mewtwo. Super Smash Bros. Was a big departure from the general genre of fighting games. Usually, you deplete an opponent's life bar to 0. In this game, players tried to knock their opponents off the stage. Each player has a damage total, represented by a percentage. The more damage you take, the higher the percentage gets. The higher the percentage gets, the easier you're knocked off the stage. This concept is amazing. It combines platforming and fighting, and each match can play out completely different. Unlike Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, which uses complex button combinations to perform combos and attacks, Super Smash Bros. Uses the same control combinations for all the characters, which means you can easily play different characters without having to learn how each one plays. This gameplay style makes the game extremely accessible. Another thing that makes Super Smash Bros. Stand out is its inclusion of items that can be used mid-battle. These items include weapons and power-ups. They're used to inflict damage, recover health, or dispense additional items. These items can fall into the stage anytime, which makes each match unpredictable. You could be losing and then a hammer falls and you can destroy your opponent instantly with it. Items are a bit controversial with players. Some players love having the items on, while some players only play the game with items off, making it more competitive. This game features a total of 9 stages. Each stage is a location from Nintendo franchises, including Peach's Castle, Mushroom Kingdom, Yoshi's Island, Congo Jungle, Hyrule Castle, Planet Zebus, Dreamland, Sector Z, and Saffron City. Each stage offers unique gameplay and strategic motives, making the chosen stage an additional factor. This game also features a single-player mode. You pick a character and you go through a series of fights in a specific order and defeat them all with a limited number of lives in a limited amount of time. The series of opponents never changes depending on what character you pick, which makes the single-player mode a little bit boring. But Super Smash Bros. Is all about the multiplayer. Future Smash games have better single-player modes, but we will get there eventually. The single-player mode also features 2 mini-games: Break the Targets and Board the Platforms. Break the Targets is easily the better mode, and it's fun trying to beat each level as fast as possible. There are 2, count them, 2 ways to play multiplayer. You can choose between a stock match and a timed match. This gives you a certain number of lives or a selected time limit. Stock matches are easily the way to go. It makes the game more competitive and can go until one player loses all their lives instead of choosing how long a match goes on for. Free-for-all and team battle are another choice given for multiplayer. A multiplayer game may end in a tie if 2 or more players have the same score when the timer expires. This results in sudden death. All fighters are given 300% damage, and the last fighter standing will win the match. This game features music from some of Nintendo's popular gaming franchises. Hirokazu Ando was in charge of the music. While many of the music in this game are originals, some pieces of music were directly taken from their sources. I love everything about this game.
Everything!
Everything from the opening cinematic to the end credits, which is a game in of itself. When you start the game, you are greeted with an opening cinematic. The concept in this game is you're a little kid who takes his Nintendo toys and makes them fight. I love that they came up with this little story to give these characters a reason to fight each other. Instead of the commercial where they made it look like Mario had some beef with Yoshi, and an all-out brawl started. Once you get to the title screen, if you wait long enough, it will show you how the game works and how to play. After the title screen, you are at the main menu, with very limited options. You got single player mode, versus mode, options, and everyone's favorite, data! Yeah, this game is pretty basic nowadays. It has aged as well as that slice of pizza that's been hidden underneath the fridge for 20 years. But shit, the gameplay is still a blast. It's that Smash Bros. Formula that's just timeless and always fun. One thing that really sticks out about this game compared to the rest of the series are the sound effects. You can really hear and feel how hard these hits are. It's easy to see why this game was a hit, and spawned sequels are also critically acclaimed. While this game is still fun, it's more of a novelty. You're better off playing the other games in the series that are just bigger and better in nearly every way. But you can't deny the impact this game had. It will always be remembered as a humble start for the series.